debut team, crushing and lifting beetle-like jaws, should raise and turn over opponents, they hope. Also has titanium spikes, a top speed of 10 miles an hour, four-wheel drive, no experience though.
Roboteers, stand by.
The Big Nipper hopefuls, Harold and Mark Lum and Graham Dawson, and Razer, of course, Simon Scott, Ian Lewis and Vinnie Blood. Dead metals in the arena for the house robots, the pincer, the saw, the synergy between. And Shunt, perhaps more brutal with the scoop and the diamond-edged axe.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Razer there on the left-hand side. Very quick start, but something has been broken on that initial onslaught on the Big Nipper. It's part of the self-riding mechanism that has flown away from Razer, beset by mechanical problems in the UK Championships. The reigning world champions have never won the domestic title. Now they're trying to claw their way back into this fight, causing destruction to Big Nipper, biting their way through. But there you can see flailing, useless now, part of that unique self-righting mechanism. When you see Razer at its best, with a flourish in its performance, it is spellbinding. Big Nipper trying desperately to get away. Well, if you crush a beetle, it rains and rains and rains. And punishment raining down on Big Nipper now from Razer, hoisting them into the air. Look at that, slicing in. Big Nipper onto the flames to burn out what electrical control they have left, slamming down. Well, the Nipper is big on resolve, if nothing else. One of its beetle-like jaws has been buckled upwards. Razer on the attack, and this is a very good and therefore very surprising first battle for Razer. I thought they'd stroll this against the new boys, so all credit to Graham Dawson at the controls of Big Nipper and Mark Lum at the weapons. Onto the angle grinder at the side of the arena, the sparks fly, Big Nipper drives back on the Razers, the heavier of the two machine. Razer's weight actually kept down by all those perforations you can see there. It's deliberate, it's not some mechanical mistake. Out comes Shunt with a push. Dead metal in there as well. Down comes the beak of this part bird, part reptile. They think it's the coolest machine in the world, Simon Scott, Ian Lewis and Vinnie Blood. Boys, you would. They shove it against the scoop of Shunt there. It being Big Nipper. Oh, and Shunt's diamond edge axe. The hardest material there is, slicing into Big Nipper. So that allows Razer to release its own beak. You've been nipped. You have been nipped in the bud, more like, for Big Nipper. And Razer, despite the damage, and they'll need work in the pitch, go through. But it wasn't with the flourish we expected. Big Nipper counted out. The Razer boys celebrate.
Well, Big Nipper, what an unfortunate robot. It gave such a good account of itself, but it came up against the claw of the mighty Razer. The winner is Razer!
From Colne in Lancashire, Big Nipper.
An improved version of an old machine once beaten by the great Razer in the 5th Wars.
Why did it take you 2 years to come back?
We decided to build a proper robot this time.
But you kept the same name?
Yes.
Why?
Yeah. Well, we didn't think anyone would remember the last robot.
Oh, we know everything. So what is on Big Nipper that we should look out for?
Crushing jaws that lift up and down.
Crushing jaws that lift up and down. Is it a flipper?
It's a lifter more than a flipper.
It's a lifter, not a flipper. I'm learning lots.
8-wheel driven with the crusher lifter weapon and the interchangeable scoop and draw. Strong armour, wheels on both sides, can self-right, but the wheels are exposed and it's easily flipped.
Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at the two teams. A family affair, the Smiths and Grim Reaper on the left, the Barbers and Barbaric response on the right. Graham Dawson captains Big Nipper on the left, and Andrew Kane can opener on the right. in the arena for the house robots. Mr. Psycho with a hammer and claw. And his pet pooch growler.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Can opener, top of your picture, moving slowly. The Grim Reaper off to a good start. Can opener up on its side. Okay, bounces down. Big Nipper was scuttling very quickly. Was tossed though. Good flick by Barbaric. Response. Lost in round 2 of series 6 to Firestorm 4. Firestorm, a very good machine. The Grim Reaper with Dr. Death awaiting. Gets a good little flick on Big Nipper. Big Nipper is a small machine, though it is still 100 kilos in weight. You wouldn't believe it's just wedged in underneath the Grim Reaper's slipper there. That's a good place to be. And it can then push the Grim Reaper onto the side. Can opener and Barbaric response in their own little duel. Can you see Can opener had a grip there? The Grim Reaper seems to be in trouble. It was a big bite from the Big Nipper. No great danger sustained. That's a good little duel going on in there between the two of them. Evenly matched. That's okay. The Big Nipper is invertible, can run either way up. Keen concentration in the control zone. Now the Grim Reaper being pushed by Big Nipper. Big Nipper driven by Graham Dawson. Mark Lum at the weapon controls. Harold Lum, also a member of the team. Grim Reaper away. We saw a while back a picture of Charlie Smith, a little spy in the team. Barbaric response, the meat in the sandwich. Can opener has a grip. In comes Growler with a pound. So quick across the arena floor, the fastest of the house robots. Big Simon Smith, the boss of the Grim Reaper team, watches on. The pit release has been depressed by Growler. Down it goes. Pit, 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 they cry. Barbaric response, could get a shove in there any moment from Can opener. Can Can opener get enough traction on the arena floor? Big Nipper and Grim Reaper are out of danger at the moment. Are they, I wonder? Big Nipper using the lifting arm, the crusher, dual weapon to self-right. Time is ticking down, no one down the pit yet. Heave, ho, will it go? Yes, no. It all goes to the judges.
Cease.
They'll have to decide.
Before the break, we had a fantastic battle. The judges have been deliberating all through the break. They finally made the decision, and Big Nipper and Grim Reaper, they go through!
Jackson Wallop. Yeah, that's fine with us. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's fine with us.
You reckon you can take him?
Yeah, no problem.
Absolutely no problem.
See, his disc is higher than our robot, so he can't hit us.
Oh, you're smiling all the way to the bank this time.
Hopefully, yes. Now we know who we're fighting. We shall put the jaws on. These are the pair of jaws that were going on.
Oh, look at them, everybody. Good luck, lads, but you seem pretty confident.
Yes, I think we've got it easy.
Big Nipper.
There it is, only 19 centimetres high, Big Nipper. They're the team, Graham Dawson, Mark and Harold Lum.
Jackson Wallop.
The weapon on top of Jackson Wallop, at least 33 centimetres high, off the ground. A problem then for Bernie Ryder and Helen Thorpe.
Roboteers, stand by.
We'll give them a couple more problems to think about, shall we? There's Dead Metal in the arena with the saw and the pincers. And Shunt 2.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
This for a place in the Heat B final. Good aggression from Jackson Wallop there, you see. Can't touch Big Nipper. And bashing off the ref bot, out of control as well early on. That's because of the effect of its rotating blade on top. Crashing, smashing the pit release button, and will now try the big shove. But Big Nipper will stay out of trouble here, I'm sure. Big Nipper is actually the heavier of the two. Again, you wouldn't think it, would you, by looking at them? Onto the angle grinder. Jackson Wallop trying to release and get away. fought in previous Robot Wars in a previous incarnation as Attila the Drum. I don't know if any of you Robot Wars veterans can remember that. I think they're in trouble with one of Big Nipper's claws wedged into one of the Jackson Wallop tyres. Yeah, there, look. See it? It's come off. So that'll affect Jackson Wallop's pushing ability. That was their one main tactic. What can they do now? Real test here for Bernie Ryder, production engineer by trade. A little glance from Shunt, and Big Nipper, to be honest, is just waiting. There's the crumpled and torn tyre. You're going to build a robot for Robot Wars. Consider the danger of exposed tyres. Very vulnerable. Looks good though, doesn't it, Jackson Wallop? It's psychedelic. But we're in real trouble here. Dead metal. The saw cleaves through the spinning weapon of Jackson Wallop. Oh, look at that. Might as well be plywood out there, really, under the effect of that enormously powerful circular saw of dead metal. And pulling Jackson Wallop away. And the draw, to be honest, for this second round defeated Jackson Wallop. They could never get any advantage over Big Nipper. Maybe they should have thought about that when creating the machine. Spinning, dancing, going nowhere. Graham Dawson, Mark and Harold Lum will have to go back to the drawing board. Wedged into the corner. In comes dead metal. Oh, they're queuing up, look. Shunt waiting to have a go as well. Jackson Wallop can't get out of there now. Just a question of damage limitation. Ooh, glancing blow from the blade. Skittering along that blade, making a horrible noise. What a sorry sight that is for a team of Roboteers. Can't get out. Can't do any damage to Big Nipper. The fight is over. It's just a question now of what the house robots can do. Dead metal with a push. Down the pit. A release, perhaps, and sense of relief for Bernie and Helen. But their machine isn't going to sustain any more damage, and that's it.
Cease.
Big Nipper through to the heat final. Bye-bye, Jackson Wallop.
Well, Jackson Wallop gets absolutely walloped. Big Nipper through to the heat final! Well, you know you're fighting the Grim Reaper in the heat final.
Again.
Yeah, and that's a flipper.
Yeah.
What do you think? What's the plan?
It was very evenly matched the first time in the heats, so hopefully we'll do well.
They reckon they're going to take you.
I don't think it's powerful enough. They can't get us out of the arena.
Well, there you go then. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for Big Nipper!
You're not actually Big Nipper, you're part of the team.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your tactics in this fight.
Tactics are, start with, put the jaws on the floor and get under him. Then we're going to pin him to the side. And then we're going to open the jaws. He's going to fall inside them and he's going to be flattened.
So, how will they end up? Heat winner or dog's dinner? As we let the heat final begin!
And as always, Craig, the crowd will play a major part.
Big Nipper.
Out come the team from Colne in Lancashire. Graham Dawson, Mark Lum and Harold Lum.
The Grim Reaper.
And that powerful CO2 flipper of the Grim Reaper. Simon and Gary Smith and little Charlie.
Roboteers, stand by.
And in the arena for the house robots, our new boy, the boxing house robot, Cassius Crone with the black eye, and Sergeant Bash.
3, 2, 1, activate.
And let me remind you, this is for a place in the series semi-finals later on. With Grim Reaper. Simon at the controls. Just a little push from Big Nipper. Big Nipper is a kilo heavier than Grim Reaper and is certainly starting this very well. The underdogs, as I mentioned before, no one really has noticed them getting through to this stage. It's a very well-built machine. It needs to get out of the CPZ. A rattling good display so far from both these machines. The Grim Reaper team looks on. So do the Big Nipper boys. Cassius Crow dancing about in the CPZ. The ref bot comes in and has a look. An attempt by the flipper of the Grim Reaper. And Big Nipper gets its claws to work and they're gripped onto each other. The Big Nipper holding onto the arena's side wall. Like a wrestler holding onto the ropes, trying to get away from trouble. Get some sort of relief. No relief there. Slammed, invertible, can run both ways up. Together they meet again. The Grim Reaper can't get any effect out of that flipper that can hoist easily the 100 kilos of Big Nipper. Out of the range of Sergeant Bash's flamethrower to the other side, the other corner of the arena. And the Big Nipper slowly and surely has put the Grim Reaper up on its end. They can self-right using the flipper. They're clawed by Sergeant Bash and drawn out into the centre of the arena. But away they turn. Can get up to 12 miles an hour, the Grim Reaper. Quick turning though. 0 centimetre turning circle. Can spin, in other words. Pensive. Dogged. Wasteful. Big Nipper, I think, is on top. Not physically.
Cease.
But I think they ended in the ascendancy, judges. What do you think? This could be a surprise, you know.
Well, the judges have made the decision. You know the criteria on which all robots are judged. And they've gone for Grim Reaper! Controversial out there.
It was close, but we didn't know, really.
The judges said it was extremely close, and they just thought that Grim Reaper was slightly more aggressive.
Yeah.
At first, he came out the starting blocks a lot quicker than you, but as the fight wore on, you came back and you came back, and you looked like the stronger robot, to me, at the end.
Yeah, we came back, yeah.
Yeah, are you disappointed?
Not really, because we had a great fight, really, and we're undamaged.
You're undamaged.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Big Nipper!